Hello, weirdos and weirdettes. Welcome to Weird Wednesday. It's me, Haunted. Today, we're going to be working on the Haunted Spires again. Like we've been the last two streams, we did a little work off stream, mainly airbrush work that's hard to do on stream. We did a little airbrush here for some glow from the windows, a little bit up here on the tip of these spires, and right there. So that's basically all we did. Just a little bit of a little airbrushing work while we were off stream. So we're going to continue our work on this. We'll be doing some edging on these pieces. We will work on the wood around these windows and here, and then we'll start working on the base. I'm going to go ahead and put some wash on it so it can be drying first before we do anything. So with this off to the side, we're going to work on this for just a second. Okay, so I think what I did on this one here, we did kind of a brick red wash in the cracks. So we're going to repeat that on this piece as well. Rather than a black or a brown, we'll do a burnt red. So get our burnt red. And I'll get one thing real quick here. Kitty cat, I need you to move. He's like, no, go around me. We'll put a little bit of that brick red in here. We'll throw some flow aid in it. I am about out of my flow aid. I need to mix up some more. And then the rest will be just filtered water because I forgot to fill up my distilled water. So let's see here. I do not have the stream pulled up. Let me see if anybody is chatting. Could be, possibly, maybe. If I missed your chat, I'm very sorry. I will sure have that up next time. Had a little technical mix-up today. I was on the wrong input page for Ninja, so we were racing the clock. Hey there. Thank you, Kim. Howdy indeed. It is a good day. Yeah. That's about where I want it right there. Now I can always come back over this with a brown if I don't like this, or a black, but I think this would be okay to tie into the bottom, the bricks there a little bit. I'll use a finer brush up here in the crevices. Most of this is going to be covered with that kind of green patchiness anyways, the undergrowth, the lichen, whatever it is. So how is everybody doing today on this hump day? I have been playing. I've been sucked into, I'm not even going to say I'm playing. I've been sucked into a game recently called Genshin Impact. And it's one of those freebie games. And so I naturally expected, it's going to be one of those that makes you pay for inventory, makes you pay for weapon upgrades or components needed to upgrade weapons. It's going to be one of those that just nickel and dimes you to death, right? Well, believe it or not, it's not. like I'm a pack rat. Okay. I had 15 accounts on Star Wars Galaxies because they only allowed you 10 lots per, or one toon per server, and 10 lots per toon. So as a crafter, I had to have enormous number of resources, and so I bought 15 accounts and did server trades with for lots as well with people, where I'd put 10 lots down for them on their server, and they put 10 lots down for me and make me admin of them. But anyways, this game's not like that. Like, as big a pack rat as I am, I've got like 60 items used out of 2,000 because the stacks are infinite. And everything's broken down into like categories, and each category has like 2,000 slots available. It's amazing. Hey, Llama, how are you doing? And like I said, it's free. I mean, this is pretty dang good for free. And the style is very anime, of course. But it feels like if you've played Zelda Breath of the Wind, it feels a little bit like that. The mechanics, or at least the play style looks like it does. I don't know if it is like it is. They look like cake. Well, I guess there are worse things it could look like, huh? Hey, McBluff, how are you doing? Welcome in. We were just talking about her. I was talking about a game I've gotten addicted to in the last few days called Genshin Impact. Now, if it's one of those things that you like to do a lot of customization on your character or whatever, don't. That's one thing I will tell you. It does not let you do. It's got two characters, a male and a female, that you can play, and they look exactly the same. I mean, they don't look exactly the same, but every one of them looks the same as every other one of them. In other words, there's no customization. So if that's your gag, don't get into it. They do have different outfits and stuff that you can get later on, but not one of those for people that like custom everything. This one was a little heavy. We're going to remove some of that. There we go. Wash part looks like chocolate cake sugar. Too sleepy to eat a house today. Nice. Nice. I like it. The good thing is, by the time I finish this, they'll probably be dry, so I won't even have to worry about that. It's a pretty thin wash, so it should dry up pretty quick. Again, one of the nice things about doing terrain is I don't have to have my glasses on the whole time. That's always nice. I mean, I will once I get into like details, but for now, just the gross detail stuff, I can go without glasses. So that's a nice little break. I'm going to pat this one, I think. The funny thing is, you said this looks like chocolate, but it's actually orange. closer to like red velvet cake and icing, I guess. That wicked up just a little more than I wanted it to. I wanted it to keep a little bit, but I think that will work. We may come back and reinforce that little crack a little bit later. All right. We'll get a finer brush and work with it. So, how is everybody doing today? What projects have you guys worked on? Anything new and exciting? I started work on my Nephilim crew this past weekend, and I got my matures done. The Blood Hunter, and I started working on Nikema, whatever the hell we're calling her these days. I'm not a pronunciation scientist, so I'm not sure. But yeah, started working on her. This would be one of those cases where an oil wash would be really handy because you can really dilute them down a lot. And they'll flow in crevices and cracks a lot better. But you can almost do it with acrylics just as well. You have to be a little more precise with the acrylics, but you can pretty much do the same thing. But if I were doing this probably like on my own time for myself, I would probably do an oil wash. Getting back into Malifaux after leaving in 2E, I'm still assuming models for Lady J1 and J2 crews. Very nice. Lady J1 Metal Edition is actually my favorite Lady J, other than the alternate metal, the one where she has the sword kind of up behind her back. But yeah, I actually use Lady J metal in my 2E crew. Some of the metal sculpts just have, I hate to say it, but that's je ne sais quoi. They have a quality, a character that some of the plastics just don't have. I might have to touch that up there. Character, yeah. The mysterious effigy. I like most of the 1E ones better than the 2E ones. Particularly the mysterious one for Neverborn. That was a definite. I had to purchase that one. So, yeah. Metal still has a place. Dead. Now, I would love to have the Dead Justice set, for sure. But yeah, finding one that's one, not hella expensive, and two, not already half-ass painted, pretty difficult to do. Love the plastics though. Hard to assemble, but beautiful. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the plastics too, but they're just some that I like better. Like, I think if they hadn't had like the super squatty pose on Justice second edition, like if they'd had her leaping with their sword, held aloft or something, I would have been all over that. But the way she was squatting, or leg out, kind of gangster lean with a sword, it just, she looked small and insignificant. She did not look like a master. And granted, you can fix that with basing and stuff like that, but I just wanted her to be strong and visible on her own, So I went with the 1E model. Yeah, models her on a fence like she's about to flip out. yeah, that would work. I've seen a lot of people. I have one of the coffins from one of the death marshals from the 1E box, set up on a corner, so it's like sitting up at an angle. And I was going to put her on that, but like I said, when I saw that sculpt painted up, I was like, man, I kind of like this 1E. So I went ahead and painted mine up, and well, decided I was going to keep her at that point. I still have the 2E one that I can, or the second edition one that I can paint up later if I want to. But for now, we're rocking the metal. I say we're rocking the metal, but she hasn't seen Table Time yet. But she can if she wants to. That's the point. Okay. There are a lot of cracks in this plaster. Somebody's foundation may not be strong enough. Well, I'll be honest. I don't play that much. I have yet to get my first 10 games in 3E. I'm mostly a painter, but I do like the game. I'm very bad at it. But what I've been playing most is Karai and Karai 2. Like, I've actually got 3 games in with that one. Dreamer is the one that I really like, though. I've only played him once, but I'm looking forward to, once I'm comfortable doing the strats and schemes, starting back with Dreamer. Good old Lord Chompy Bits. One of the reasons why I got into the game in the first place, or one of the reason I got into the painting of Malifaux in the first place. Such a great model. How about you? What's your favorite? I mean, obviously you got the Justice going on. So are you mostly a guild player? One of the first crews I fully painted was family, because it was such a small keyword. I think it's what, 11 models, 12 models, 13, something like that. I think it was 13. That was it. But it was incredibly small compared to all the other keywords out there. Like, yeah, done. That didn't take us so long. Not playing much either. Just painting. But Dashel and Justice are your favorite. Justice because of the theme, and Dashel because he looks like a taller, balder than me. Hey, there you go. When you can relate to your characters, that makes it better, right? I am down with that. Okay. Got that. I'm going to get these over here in the corner because I seem to have forgotten those for some reason. A lot of pot marking there. Okay. A little bit right here. Will be, well, we just got to color that right in, didn't we? We'll dry brush it. It won't matter. Or put some creative, way to go, cats. Put some creative vegetation there. Okay. Here we go. And the good thing is, it's dry already. How about that? Okay, let's give this another. Where is my my dry brush? It has walked off and left me. Found it. Of course, that means I'm going to have to clean it. $10. Nope, it's clean. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do? It's actually clean. Fantastic. I was not expecting that. Hey, Z, how are you doing? Welcome in. It is going good. I hope your Weird Wednesday is going good as well. I don't know what I like better, saying Weird Wednesday or if this given current project, Terrain Thursday would have been better. But I like the Wednesday. So now it's not quite as strong as it was before. Less caking out, well, good. I mean, because we're definitely not going for looks like cake. We're going looks like a building. So, let me get a bit more paint here. How goes school and your animatics, McGluff? Should have asked you that earlier when I knew you were in here, but I'm hoping you're still in here. No, it's okay. Z, your package is also in the mail. Woot, 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 indeed. So now I want to see some frost gray painting from you now. That you got some bases. Not, to put pressure on you or anything. But to put pressure on you. You had to dust off your paint supplies. Yep, indeed. I am going to put a little bit of tape around this because I've gotten hit one of the bricks and gotten really close on some of the others. So I want to, I just got basically all the way around. I'm just going to do this one, I think. But just so I don't cover up my bricks too much. A little masking down. If I can get it to stick where I want it to stick. I would have definitely 100% gotten all over those bricks if I'd done this without the masking tape. This is, I mean, you can tell the blue stuff. This is painter's tape. I can't remember. I think it's just 3M painter's tape, not that bullfrog or whatever stuff. So, I've found for the most part it works okay with painting. I've not had it peel off any of my paintwork, so you don't need that $10 a roll stuff. Remember, I try and do things on the cheap where I can, right? So I'll try and lead you toward the best paint tape for cheap. The way that was sounding, it sounded like we might. That hit something on the top, but I can't tell where it hit. I think it was just the metal, not the painted in. Thank goodness. Yeah. When and if ever. Whew, this one's taking a while. $12 for a building at least. I figure one more stream. Unless I just get crazy busy today. But I don't see that happening. Probably going to be 4 streams. Is that okay, Kim? Is that going to be an issue, you think, doing 4 streams on this one project? Or should I finish it up off stream and just post pictures after? What do you think? Hit this side one more time. This is one side I didn't hit. Again. I don't know that she heard me. I'll ask her after stream. We'll figure it out. Okay. So there, we got the lining done there. So do we want to do brickwork? We want to work on bricks. We've got the dry brush in, we got the wash and the dry brush in, but we got to pick out the different color bricks to set the pattern up. Or do we want to work on the details for the spires and the pieces that are falling off, like this piece and this piece over here and the flag and stuff? What do you guys want to see next? Any thoughts? You love the roof work? The roof is pretty. It really is. It's hard not to want to finish that. Okay. You're just here for the soothing haunted voice. I love that. I don't know how you guys see it, but I appreciate that you do. Because what, whiny butt? What? You want up? Come here. Come on. We may have a cat visit. Hang on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. There's a noisy butt. There him is. Yeah, I know. I can't hold you though. So I gotta paint. Oh, I don't know what that noise was. Sorry about that. Did I see that the limited? Yeah, but $300. That's a little rich. Plus, I don't think I can really. I really need $300 worth of stuff. Would you stop? Stop clawing carpet. I'm very sorry. He was showing me he was mad because I held him. Yeah, but who can I team up with that doesn't want that model as well? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Because yes, I would totally 100% love to get that model. Yeah, we do need some focus. Let's see here. What do we need for edging here? I think some Adriatic Blue. Actually, no. I think we're going to go with flat blue. Flat blue and a little white. That will probably fix us up for the edging on this. Good news is that there will be more of them in the general market. That is true. It's true. I would definitely. Although to be, other than the fact that it's limited, I don't see. I don't see all the fuss in it. Right? It's a good model. But the other one's a good model too. So other than the fact that it's just limited, I don't see a whole lot of point in it. You know? I could be 100% wrong, but hey Kim, if you're around, we could use some focus. If you're not already working on it. Fair enough. I like this so much better than the original handout that I bought and painted one, even though I don't play house cast. Wow. Wow. That is high praise. I guess what I need to do is just sit there and compare the two, like look at them side by side, because, when it's so rare you see one, I haven't really looked and put, two and two together kind of thing. So maybe that's the matter. I just need to look at it from look at them side by side. That's what I'm getting at. There we go. Much better. Thank you. I think the cat broke the camera. It went fuzzy right after that, didn't it? 100% hashtag blame Captain Sneezy Pants. You guys probably didn't hear that, but he was just hissing at the cat upstairs. He threw the door. That's how much he hates him. And that's why he lives in the basement. He's like a hissing cobra. Do not want a cat without eyes. Nope. Needs maybe aqua? Possibly Thousand Suns blue with a little white in it. If Micah Cat could get a hold of a little gamma radiation right now, he would tear that door down and eat that other cat alive. Tell us about it. Tell us how mad you are. Stormy angry. You wouldn't like Stormy when he's angry. My goodness. He's got things to say. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He is not shy about saying it either. Hashtag Stormy Soapbox. This one's a tad boogered, the line is. So I'm going to have to work that one up a little bit more, I think. Hair on the brush. Naturally, because I picked Stormy up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a little black in there. And I'll probably put some on the other side as well, just to give some extra depth there. So if any of you guys watched Ghost, it's a series. It's actually based on a British TV show. But this young couple, they inherit an old mansion, and she falls down the stairs and almost dies. And afterwards, she's able to see ghosts, the ghosts that reside at the house. It's got the girl that was in iZombie in it as the lead. But it's freaking hilarious. Great show. One of the ghosts' name is Trevor. He died in the 2000s. He was like a young stock, young blood on Wall Street, and he has no pants. And last episode was they finally explained why Trevor, how he died with no pants. Yeah, definitely worth a try. It's on Hulu Network, I think. And even if you don't have a subscription to it, just sign up for the 7-day trial. They're really short. You can binge them in a day if you have some time. Like your standard 30-minute sitcom, so like 23 minutes each episode or something, or maybe even 17 minutes. It's pretty short. Okay, there's that little Spire there done. Now we'll work on this one. I'm going to go ahead and pull those back off because I forgot to get them painted this weekend. Oh, we almost got on our purple banner. I would have been really upset on that. Oh, glad that didn't happen. Oh, you're back and quiet. He like snuck in here, folks, like super stealthy. That makes me worry. He's up to something then. So I'm thinking about, I'm already thinking about next project. So if it's okay if I finish this one on stream, which I haven't found out yet if that's cool, because like I said, that's going to be 4 streams worth. But if it's cool, the next project I'm probably going to work on will be even bigger. It's going to be the solarium. That piece is a monster. So yeah, if you like the terrain, I would definitely tune in for that one. It should be nice and colorful as well. Look, there went the cap. Trying to get a good angle on this. Here we go. I may have to come in with some actual white because that is just not looking very strong there. That might have been too white. There we go. I think that'll work. Yeah, I forgot how challenging doing edging on a piece could be when you got a piece that's like double the size of your hand in it. Not fun. A little bluer. Okay, trying to match that area up a little bit. I think by the time we do the shadow in it, it will be fine. Just a little bit of a slip. Okay, we're not going to put black in this, but we're going to mix a little bit of dark blue in with it, so it will be it would definitely appear like a shadow, but it won't be as intense as black. The other one was a much darker blue at the base, so that's why we did black. No. Oh, I am sorry to hear that, Z. That sucks. A little bit of dry brush here on the texture a little bit. Go. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of some work on that flag. Use some of that. And where is my Warlord purple? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Stonewall. I do too. I'm probably spending way more time on it than I should. But to be honest, they're not that easy to work with because they're so big. And they got such pretty details. I have got them all. I do love them. I actually would like to get another set or two and do some of the mixing and matching with them, stacking them to make some different and unique buildings. But right now it's just kind of out of the hobby budget. Maybe when I finish a commission, I can do it. But my hobby budget is always commission based. And I haven't been cranking out the commissions very well lately. So got to get on that and get my hobby budget built back up. They deserve the time, and I don't want a lot of training, but I hope, yeah, these really do. They do deserve some time. I have been trying to do them, semi quick, not picking out every single detail, but doing a lot of washes and dry brushes where I can. But there's just a lot of details you can't do that with, so you have to do your good old brush work with them. So is what we do. Budget's whatever you can hide from the wife. That's nice. That is it's one advantage to being single. I don't have to run my budget by anybody but me. Of course, it means, when I die, my cats will eat my face, and the only way anybody will ever know is if the smell gets so bad the neighbors report it. But, I don't know. I have a hobby budget that is mine and mine alone. At least I'm useful in death. Yep, provide food for the animals. Good to know I have a purpose. Let's see if we can hit this edge here. Yep. Okay, so we're just continuing to edge along this flag here, using a mix of Warlord Purple and Hex Lichen for this. Looks very good. Might be a little bright there, but I think it'd be okay. We'll put just a smidge more Hex Lichen into it. Hit this one. Okay. Going back to more fuchsia mix here. Try and cut it right here in this line. Okay. Let's see if I can, where's the best angle? I think we'll have to hit it from this angle here. There. Okay. Now we'll do some pure fuchsia. Highlights are mostly pure fuchsia. You have a little bit of Hex Lichen mixed into it, but not much. A little much there. Let's pull some off the brush. Not wanting to trace those exact paths. We're just wanting to do a little bit of each of those. Hit it like that. Catch just a little bit here if we can. There we go. I am smelling peanut butter for some reason. Oh, my youngest cousin turned 50 today, folks. It was fun writing up a little thing. This day, or this year in 1972, these things happened for her birthday. Average ticket prices for theater were $1.70, I think, or $1.75. Number one movies were, or popular movies were Cabaret and The Godfather and Deliverance. Average household income, annual income was $11,900. What else? Let's see here. Nixon was the president. Cameron Diaz, Ben Affleck, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson were all born in that year. So it was fun putting that little thing together. What all things happened in that year. Okay. I think that flag, that banner is done. What you guys think? I like it. So then I guess we're gonna do a little work on that X there, that cross. Pull a little bit of dark, a little bit of purple here. I think purple. Maybe we'll mix it with the other, but we still want it darker. So, all right, we're gonna mix that base color, the kind of creamy base. We're gonna mix it with a little bit of our hex lichen, thin it down. And we'll do this as a wash in these little X areas here. Could have stood to be a little thinner so it flow better, but also didn't want it to lose control either. So this is what it is. Okay. I'm going to give this area just a little bit of a touch up. Some of the black was definitely showing through here. That's way too much. Okay. That's about where I want her now. We may come back over and dry brush this up a tad for some texture because it's kind of pebbly there. But if not, that's okay. And it's like dry. While that's drying, we'll work on these dormers here a little bit. And then, of course, we do have the rope as well. I'm going to Dubai Brown. This is what color we use for the planking here. So we'll continue to use that on the dormers. You'll probably see me switch to my good brush once I get to the inside edges. But for the top parts, I can use kind of a junky brush for the top surfaces, I guess. Oops. I don't know. Well, that vanilla there. Whoopsie doops. I saw an exotic sports car the other day here. a McLaren F1 GT, I think. Whatever their flagship 2022 model is. I think it's the F1. Very pretty. Swoopy doopy little sports car. Since Atlanta people have been moving up here in droves, we have really seen a skyrocketing number of higher end cars here. Lots of Teslas now. And I've seen a couple Lotus Esprit turbos. I think that's what they are. I think they're still using that old name. And then the McLaren, bunches and bunches of the fancy BMWs and Mercedes-Es. But that McLaren, oof, she was pretty. Okay. Move to the inside edges here. I ended up just not lighting this one over here just because there's so much wood on it. I figured it would pretty much negate the lighting anyways. So figure it's boarded up, it doesn't have a light in it, right? That's my thinking, at least. Nice thing about this color is it kind of blends into that orange there. So if we don't work this up, it kind of look like it's already got a reflective, bit of that OSL on it. Now the top surfaces, will get worked up like this, like the flat surfaces will get worked up like that. But if we leave the insides the way they are, it just kind of look like it's catching a little bit of that OSL from the lights. At least that's my thinking. Your thinking may vary. I mean, I'm not a light scientist or anything. I just play one on TV. And get a little bit more Dubai brown here in just a minute. I forgot that side, didn't I? I did. Forgot it. Okay, get a little bit more paint. Like I said, every time I see this color on screen, it makes me think of Goldshire. And wow. Okay, so we're just continuing to cut these horizontal pieces in. We'll come in and do them from the other direction here in a minute. From the bottom side. Okay. I'll be flipping it here in just a second. There is a window on this piece, isn't there? Yeah, so we'll have to do the little bit of wood trim on that one as well. It's not a lot, not much at all on that one. this one's got some shingles around it, so I have to be a little bit careful with it, as well as avoid the light itself. Inside edges. Okay. Go ahead and get those shingles in too, because those are there as well. Happy little rooftop. Hey, Varick, how are you doing? Yes, it is. This thing is a beast to paint, though. The number of details on it. Oh my God. So much. So much. So much. It is not a quickie project. For sure. I've tried to make it as quickie as possible with a lot of dry brush, but it's still going to take some time. I heard you worked on the Iconic yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't get to see it. Also heard your cat. Heard your cat was being disapproving in the amount of time you were spending on said Iconic. Has some weird terrain in your palette possibilities, but yeah, it really is, and I'm wanting to do all of them on stream, so it's going to be a project. Like I said, I want to check with Kim and the uppers and see if this is okay. You know, I don't want them to. If they feel like the metrics aren't good enough for me to do it, then I won't. But I'm down with painting the rest of it on camera because I've got the entire set to do, and it would it'd keep me motivated to do it if I were doing it for stream, because otherwise it's just going to get put on the back burner until I do other things. So but the Iconic is definitely one I'm wanting to paint. I had had somebody approach me about a commission on it, and I think my price scared them away. Which is kind of fine because I got too many other things to do right now. Besides, if I want to paint it, I kind of want to paint it for myself, right? It's such a pretty piece. The cat demanded attention, which you couldn't get. Yeah. Well, I mean that's part of the reason why I charge so much, because I knew it was going to be huge, and I wanted to do it basically to a display level. So that means, of course, all non-metallic metal and all the OSL effects from the flame and stuff like that. So I mean, I was basically charging what it would be worth to do, and without being paid minimum wage, right, or less than minimum wage. Chinese child in a Nike factory wage, and it scared him off. Oops, I got up on one of those tiles. Poop. That's not what I wanted. And the bad thing is I wanted to some of these tile or some of these terrain pieces a second time. I want to get a second set and do some of the stacked pieces, you know, how you can interchange them. So I have some different looking buildings to put on the table, some taller, different looking buildings to put on the table. So I literally had to do 2 sets or more of these. Definitely an undertaking. Yeah, many people don't understand that for a painter, when you combine the dollar per hour, it isn't like, yeah, yeah. I mean, at one time I was doing it as a job, and I was doing a lot of historicals. And of course, you know, you're basically painting hundreds of rank and file troops where they don't have to look good up close. You know, they just have to look good across the table from your opponent. So it really was the definition of tabletop. But I was cranking out hundreds of those, you know, thousands of those miniatures. But because, you know, it's really quick work, you could knock them out in a hurry. So charging $5 a mini was not that big a deal for those. So let's get back on this here. Got the dormers painted in. Oh, we need to work on this one. Let's work on the side one. This one's boring because it's not lit, but we're gonna get it done. But yeah, for the most part, it almost needs to be side work because you would have to kill yourself to make money at it. That's the unfortunate thing nowadays, especially when you have to compete with overseas commissioned studios. It's just impossible to make a living at, really. I mean, even Angel, the great Angel, has a studio now. He doesn't do all the painting himself. He has understudies that do it. That one's probably not going to matter, but I'm going to go ahead and slap it in there anyways. Knocking things over on my table like a cat. Man, could I get all the bubbles out of there? That would be great. Thank you. What did I do? Did I get flow aid mixed in there? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get all these flipping bubbles out. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I know these are done in the off-white like this on the painted one on the page, but I feel like they're wood because they look like they have wood grain on them. So I'm seriously thinking about diverging here and painting them wood too. This one in particular for sure has wood grain. So I think I'm going to paint this one wood, and I may do the other ones wood as well. I know it gives a nice little pop of extra brightness there, but the roof's already so bright. I think we can get away with the wooden windowsills. This is inspired painting. I like your wordplay, sir. I approve. How are you doing, Carew? Welcome in. Let's move that over there. Except the third time I've hit it now. Tired, but mostly good. Well, that's pretty good. Tired's okay. Pretty good's better. I kind of know the feeling. I have not been sleeping well at all. And I don't sleep much anyways. For those that don't know, I only sleep 3 hours a night. Figure if Einstein can do it, I can. But it makes it critically important that I actually sleep for those 3 hours, like fully sleep, and not restlessly sleep, have leg cramps, whatever, because that interrupts the one REM cycle that I get to have a night. So yeah, and I have every night has been something, either cats knocking shit over and waking me up, or leg cramps, or headache, or something has interrupted my sleep the last 5 nights. I've not slept my 3 hours, and I'm just barely keeping it together, like complete 100% zombie. And yes, I know that part of that is my choice to sleep that little, but I feel like I never get enough done otherwise. So 3 hours is pretty rough. I used to do that for 5 years when I was a student, but needed quick power naps. Yeah, I do occasionally take a little power nap. Yeah, like 15-minute power nap or whatever in the day. I do that. Now, typically, I have 7 hours of daily sleep. Yeah, it was definitely easier when I was younger. There's no doubt. I could run for days without sleep when I was younger, but it does not work that way anymore. I may eventually have to break down and start doing 8-hour days like most people do. That's going to suck. At least 6 hours. 6 hours would be nice. That way I have a chance to catch a second REM if for some reason one gets interrupted. Paint. tell you the other thing, terrain eats paint. Like just eats it, gobbles it up. Because you're working with such large areas. Are you serious? I just got paint out of me. How can you be clogged again? Typically, Alrighty. Well, Varric, I know it's a little early since you're working on Sonia, but what's your next model on the table? What's next underneath the knife? But I know Sonia will take you a while. But when you get done with it, what's next on the agenda? Hey, look at there. We got all our weird painters out here today. Just need Doug. How are you doing, Eleanor? Good to see you. Glad to hear it. Working on some more puppets for Zoraida too in the meanwhile. Very nice. Yeah. Puppets. I got some Wicked Dolls and Hinamatsu, and I've got 2 of the effigies painted, I think, yeah, I've only got the Brutal and the Mysterious effigy painted, so I've got to get to work on those too. Myself. Just paint your mechanical attendant. Ooh, nifty. Such a nice blue roof. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very nice blue. It's if you want to use it for anything, it's Adriatic Blue from Scale 75. It's a really, really great blue. Super coverage, 100% matte. Like when it goes down, it is flat as a fritter, man. It has no sheen to it whatsoever. This is the color here. Adriatic Blue SC15. And there on top. I put a wash of Drakenhof on it and then dry brushed it back down with various shades of white added to that, or various amounts of white added to that Scale 75 paint. You're not weird, you're unique. Yeah. I mean, who wants to be normal, right? Normal's boring. Gotta be kind of careful because there's wood slats here, and those wood slats immediately go to the exterior tiles. There's not much of a transition there, so gotta be a little bit careful here. I mean, I can always touch up the wood tiles or the shingles, I guess, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. I said it'd be cool if we get Doug here. Then we'd have the whole gang in one place. I may actually have tomorrow off, so I might actually be able to watch you tomorrow, Eleanor. I don't normally get to see you because I'm at work, but I might actually be able to watch you tomorrow. Depends how fast I can get in and out at the hair cuttery place. I have been going almost every day for 2 weeks trying to get in, and every time I go there, it's like there's an hour wait. I'm like, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm not sitting waiting an hour for a haircut. Oh no, she's not. Oh, that's a bummer. One day I could catch her and I can't now because she's not on. No. Damn. I was all excited. I was going to get to watch one of our other streamers, and I know I'm not gonna. Are you painting it as part of your guild army for the Victoria? Ah. Well, poop. I'll just have to work on Nekema then. Get her finished up tomorrow, maybe. What do you want me to stream tomorrow too? So she's not in. All right. Almost there. Carefully cutting these little wooden slats out here. Just a little spot right in there. Right in there. Alrighty, getting that cut in. Close enough there, I think. I'll work there. Okay. Whew. That part's done. Okay. So we got our wooden slats there, wooden slats there, and I think I'm going to come in and go ahead and do these wood too. Like I said, I like that it pops that little bit of brightness there, but I also think with the green in it that is actually wood versus stone or whatever that white stuff's supposed to be. So we're just going to go ahead and paint it. So get a little bit more paint, more paint, more paint. I'm gonna go through this whole bottle of Dubai Brown on this one project. Seems like it, anyways. Okay, so we're just slopping that paint on here. Okay, up here around this corner here. Then up underneath again. Okay. First one's almost dry, so we can put a second coat on it here in just a second. Okay. That one's set. Still a couple of places here on these dormer trim pieces that just not quite getting the color I want. The coverage that I want. I mean, to be fair, that yellow and the orange are pretty bright. So it's for sure they're going to pop through a little bit. Okay, now we'll do the second coat here on this dormer's window ledge, dormer ledge, whatever the hell you call it. That thing is jutting out here. Okay. Give that a sec to dry, and then we'll come in and start washing and detailing that wood up. Let's drink. Still trying to figure out what color we're going to do on this stuff. It looks almost like a purple tone that he's put on it. So I could go purple, or I could go with the kind of brick color that we have here. Either one would work. But I'm just thinking, for continuity's sake, I probably should do this color. But the purple looks better with the roof colors. So do you guys have any thoughts? Would you rather see this kind of purple purple tone to it, kind of like the Spire, but not quite that? It'd be a little bit closer to the red side, the Caribou crimson, purple red side. on all this cream color stuff here? Or would you rather see that brick red wash in it? Or do you have any thoughts at all? All right, let's get our wash going. We have some black wash somewhere. There it is. Wash pot here. I think one of the best Hoffmans I ever saw was that the one I can't remember who did it, but they posted it on a weird place. But they had done a the yellow, like it wasn't all just metal. Like they did this yellow plate on most of the larger plate surfaces of the metal, mix and stuff. Looked so good. So good. I mean, to most people, the appeal, or well, I can't say to most people, but I can see Hoffman being appealing because, like Necrons, it's all metal. You can, or mostly metal. You can pretty much slap some metallics down, some wash down, some dry brushing, and you're good to go. But taking it that step further and doing all those large surface plates yellow just really took that one up a notch. You recall it looked really, yeah, it did. I was, I'd never really cared much for Hoffman because all I had seen had been, just the metal workups. But that one's like, ooh, Hoffman can be pretty. That was one of the reasons. Like when I did my Necrons, I did them Nihilite Dynasty, so they had that lovely color like this, that turquoise teal kind of color all over them, and then lots of gold and stuff like that. So they're pretty crons instead of just plain old metal crons. Doing deep red on your bots, nice. I can't wait to see that. Red is one of my favorite colors. I like red. I blend the hell out of red. So definitely looking forward to your take. Where'd it go? I just had it. There it is. Yeah, I think red and blue are like my two favorite colors to blend. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of blue because I did so much of it painting all those Thousand Suns that I did, but can't argue with it. It looks pretty good. I really, really want to get the Scale 75 reds and start working with them. Because, like I said, I've got a recipe that works pretty good using Vallejo and GW paints, but I want to try them with those Scale 75s. I've really gotten to where I like them. The few that I've got, I find myself using more and more now. So Anxious to see what I can do with more of the line. So just going to get this wash cut in here. We're not doing the sections of this up against the glow. Like I said, we're trying to keep some of the warmth from it on this, like the sides of each of those planks, right? So I just want it where the crevices and recesses are on the surface. So I say I thought there was a knot hole there. You should. You should buy a couple because the Easter sale's coming up, and if you buy a couple of them, you'll hit the $100 threshold and get the free alternate Angelica model. So you should totally 100% wait until next week when the Easter sale's going and buy them. I'm totally 100% not sponsored to say that. Just sounds like a good opportunity. Save money and get a cool model for free. Or not save money, but, combo your purchase and get a free model, therefore saving money. Yeah. That's it. Wait, what do you mean it's a filled spot? I'm sorry, did I miss something? Okay. So now we got that in. I have to let that dry a wee bit. Oh, not hole. I see. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Now I get it. Okay. Do we need to do that on this one here? Oops, not this one. This one. Oh yeah, we gotta color that in, don't we? Because we decided to do the windowsill wood. Let me show you. Oop, I don't have it, do I? Hey, Kim, if you're around, can you post a link to the weird Easter sale so that Carew can see the alternate Angelica model? Hey, McBluff, welcome back. Welcome back, sir. Man, sorry. So used to saying sir. Thank you very much, Kim. Appreciate it. Okay. Those should be about dry. This one needs a little bit more time, but this one's pretty well done, so we can start working on it. Isn't it? It's so cool. I am so sorry. Like I said, I'm so used to it. It's my fault. Okay. So now we're just coming back in with the original color and kind of cutting in some of this wood grain here, folks. That's what we're doing. We're painting wood. No, not that wood. Get your minds out of the gutter. The magic rabbit scares you. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot better than the other sculpt of Angelica, so I am definitely going to have to pick that up myself. Like I said, I wish I could find somebody that wanted a bunch of stuff and didn't want that alt Hannah. But I feel like that's going to be needle on a haystack level of finding somebody like that. Because I'd really like to have the alt, but I don't really need $300 worth of stuff. I mean, I've got a substantial chunk of all the factions already, more than I can paint right now. A lot of my foes nightmare fuel. That is true. It's true. And I'm happy that it is. Nightmare fuel is good. Evil is good. Sorry, if you guys don't know where that's from, it's Vampire in Brooklyn. The minister gets turned and he starts preaching about how evil's good. I loved it. It's so funny. That's an oldie. I'm kind of surprised that Eddie Murphy has not done a second part to it, since they just did the Coming to America sequel not too long ago. Go be popular with furries. Oh God, now that's nightmare fuel. Evil Rabbit, not so much. The furries that are into it, that's nightmare fuel. No, we said right. Oh my goodness. I actually like the miniature more than the artwork. Oh, you like the miniature more than artwork? Wow. That's cool. Okay. Now we got I guess it should be a vertical stripe, huh? Get those in. Now we'll start working on the window dormer sill thingy pieces. Oh, that's right. Forgot. Gonna need a little bit more and less water. Okay. So, oops, got a little bit of that paint on my fingers. Let me get that off there. I want to pick up the model with painty fingers. Try and keep it restricted to my thumb palette. You know what? I may just try doing it. Yeah. Catch the edge that way. That'll work. All right. Get this side here. I totally forgot to put wash on those. I was wondering why they didn't look dark. Son of a biscuit eater. No one told me. You guys are supposed to keep track of these things for me. I ain't got a brain in my head. You're supposed to be my brain, folks. I'm like the scarecrow here. I just paint. I don't think. Marcus would look at someone's persona and go, why aren't there more biological weapons of mass destruction? Not enough spikes. How are you supposed to kill someone like this? Marcus or Barcus, if you're talking about the title form, right? Since he goes full on wolf boy. Okay, just about got this one done with the first highlights, and then we'll come in and start the next one. And when we're done with this, do a second, second highlight. I don't know if we'll get to that today, because by the time I get done with this will be dry, and then we start working on it. So yeah, probably won't get to the second highlight today. He's a biologist and a shape changer who doesn't have time for artistic liberties. Yeah. Okay, now we'll start working on this side here. Trying to catch those top edges there. It's like, man, I'm really wrecking this new brush. Oh, I forgot this is the old brush. Thank goodness. I just opened a new 3.0, and I thought I was wrecking the new one, and then I realized, oh yeah, this one's got paint all over it. So it's the old one. I think I'm going to use a little drop right airbrush action here. This one here is nice and clean, so we'll use it. Okay. All right. So we'll work on the next highlight, which is going to be a little bit of basically a little bit of the roof color here. This shingle color mixed with some of the Dubai brown. Okay. Break out my 3.0 again. We're going to bring some of this in and put some final highlights on these wooden pieces here, right? Okay, just kind of tracing these lines a little bit here. Maybe a little bit right there. Okay, get around those knot holes a little bit there. This is almost like too bright here. getting that cut in there. And the knot hole, a couple accent pieces here. Okay, that's one down. Whew. A little too thin. Didn't need that much water. I think that looks pretty decent, pretty respectable wood there. Well, I got a little thick-handed there. We'll tidy that up in a little bit. Do you believe the wet palette is dry again? The paints are just shriveling up. Catching that wood grain here. Fun stuff. Okay. So got those, and we'll work over here a little bit on this one. If we can get this to do what I want it to do instead of what it wants to do, that would be great. I may have to take a break here in a moment and go re-water my palette. It's really not cooperating today. Okay, a little bit here. And then some on top, and that should do the window treatments here. Okay. So I think the wood paneling is done, or the wood trim around the windows is done now. Maybe just an edge here. All right. Whew. No end there. Okay. Now we had started working up on that little spire here, doing that little purple shade in there. We're going to come in and some ivory and edge that out. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the scale color ivory or if I'm going to use my old Vallejo color. We're going to look and see what they look like on the palette. Because just looking in the bottle, they look almost the same. Okay, I'm going to say scale 75s is a little bit more off-white, though just barely. Like super close, really, actually. Surprisingly, how close they are. And for that, I think we will do, because this one's a little bit more in the lavender side, we're going to mix a little white or a little ivory with MSP amethyst. Yeah, amethyst purple. So it's not quite. Yeah. So it's not going to be ivory, but it won't be that either. So. Here we go. It's a very, very light amber or amethyst. Okay, there's that. So I guess other than detailing this cream, well, we do have to do the shingles on this too, but those are not primed yet. Those and this bit. I never heard any feedback back on the wash we should use with that. I feel like we're going to probably do a purple wash. I don't know. I think for continuity's sake, this piece should have this wash, which is a brick red. Even though I like the purple wash better on the roof itself because it would tie in better, I think this should go here. So it does. It looks very Tim Burton-esque. Yeah, probably one of the reasons why I like it so much. Oh, God, we're already at that time. Holy crap. Well, I guess we'll do it next time. We'll come to a decision on whether purple wash or brick red wash up here. So, yeah. Holy crap. That time went quick. Whichever wash has the most glitter. Naturally. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today as we painted more on this house. I'm really enjoying this project. That link there in the comments is my Willow link. It leads to all my social medias, my Twitches, my Facebooks, my Instagrams. If you would please like, drop, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Doesn't cost you anything to do that. And if you're not already following Play Weird, please do so as well. Because why else would you be here, right? Go ahead and drop that follow. Doesn't cost you anything. Again, we will be back next week with Doug Rooney on Monday.